Well, howdy ho, good neighbor. Today is Memorial Day, 2019. Some say the saddest day of the year. Today, we remember the soldiers, men and women, that we have lost in all of our wars. And boy, have we been in a lot. The United States seems to never be out of war. We are always policing the world in one way or another. And to police the world, you need mighty ammunitions. These ships are relics and will no longer be used in war. They are just a reminder to the children that we used to be at war. With these machines. But today's war, well, we'll consider those wars fought by drones and computers and other highly sophisticated means. Although we will still have casualties, they will never be the casualties that we saw in World War I, World War II, the Vietnam War, the Gulf War, the Afghanistan War, and the war that continues for over 19 years and counting, the war in the Middle East. These wars cost many lives of many families. Families are torn apart. Children lose their mothers and their dads. You can see the rust on this old rust boat has taken its time next to the bay. But I'm afraid war will never go away. And Memorial Day, well, today that's just a kickoff to summer. How many Americans are really observing this day for what it is, a sad, somber day to soldiers that are fighting in senseless wars. I don't want to get too much into the politics, because to live in the freest land in the world, you really need to police the world. We would have chemical bombs going off in parts of the world if we weren't there to protect it. Although the American military has only been found in the world where our interests are at stake. Where there's oil, you will find the U.S. military protecting it. These old military bases have shut down, but they're not shut. There's still lots of activity going on here. You can see these water cranes are pounding pile drivers deep into the bay to erect something new on an old military base. I'm not sure what will be built here, but you can see the pile drivers piles there off to the side. Back to these ships, I'm always amazed on how these heavy ships float. I'm always amazed as you look into the bay, you can see the tankers full of oil, full of cargo, and yet they float. Science is something amazing to behold. Out of tons and tons and tons of metal, not sink to the bottom of the ocean. Well, if you are a military member or an old veteran, my hat is off to you. It takes thousands of men and women to be gone from days and days, weeks and months, even years out at sea. My hat is off and I salute you for that. We take our freedoms for granted and we complain about a lot of things. Well, let's just see how hard we can complain. We're in a country far away from our own, fighting a war that we do not know what we are fighting for. We just follow our orders and do what we need to do to keep you free. Hopefully, you are fit and well enough to serve this country when we need you. But if you ask me, this country is not fit enough for battle today. Could you imagine telling the kids 18 to fighting age, give me your cell phones and get in line for a haircut? We are drafting you and you're going to war. I don't think that would ever happen in this world. But as always, I want to thank you again for coming along with me on this adventure. And I salute the men and women who fight for our country day in, day out. Until again, I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.